Hi guys, welcome to Early Years Matters TV. On this channel, we focus on everything early childhood related. If these are the kind of things you're looking forward, you have to do subscribe, and not just subscribe. Turn on that notification bell, which is the red icon, so that each time a new video is being dropped on this channel, you'll be the first person to be notified. Today, I'm going to be talking about what is holistic development in early childhood. Yes, today's discussion is going to be all about what is holistic development in early childhood. Are you an emergent educator? You've been hearing the word holistic development and you're wondering, what is this all about? Are you a parent as well, a parent of young children? You've been hearing about the word holistic development and you're wondering, what does this imply? Don't worry, in this video, I'm going to really break this down so that you'll be able to understand. So what is holistic development in early childhood? Holistic development in early childhood is all about focusing on the total child. Yes, it's taking a whole approach to child development. Holistic development is all about focusing on how you're going to promote the total child. Yes, the word holistic simply means all approach or a total approach to child development. So holistic development is all about focusing on the overall development of the child. Holistic development is all about how you, the educator or parent, will promote the overall development of the young children. So it means focusing on going to promote the physical, which has to do with young children using their fine motor skills, their fingertips, and their whole body. And then intellectual, which has to do with the children using their imagination, their brain, processing things. Language, in terms of the children being able to use words and their non-verbal communication as well, in terms of their facial expressions and gestures, their postures. Emotional development, in terms of the young children being able to express their feelings, how they feeling at that particular point in time. Social development, the act of the children being able to make friends, interact with people around them, their peers, the adult people in the community, things going on around the community. In terms of cultural development, how you're going to promote the child's culture, where is the child coming from? The spiritual development, which has to do with the spiritual being of the child. Educators, parents, it's really important that in the area of early childhood, you focus on the total child. Do not leave one strand behind. I repeat this again. As an educator or a parent in the area of early childhood, it's really important that you focus on the total child. Don't leave anything behind. I've seen in the past, people tend to focus on, okay, the physical development of the children using their fine motor skills, running around, emotional development, and then they're neglecting other parts. So holistic is all about taking a total approach. You're not leaving one strand behind. You might be thinking, okay, how are you going to go about doing this? It's so simple. Okay, let's say, for instance, in your curriculum as an educator, you have a session on storytelling. So think of how you're going to use storytelling to promote the overall development of the child. So think of how you're going to use storytelling to promote the physical, intellectual, the language, emotional, social, cultural, and the spiritual aspects of the child. You might be thinking, oh, this is not possible. Relax, don't worry. I'm going to break this down for you and you'll be able to understand. So let's say in terms of storytelling, one, you're going to definitely pick a book. So you might think of, okay, I'm going to pick a book about culture. Okay, so when you pick a book about culture, so you can see that the aspect of the cultural development is covered already. So in terms of the physical development, give the children the opportunity to flip the pages of the book. So flipping the pages of the book, definitely what are they doing? They are using their fine motor skills. Let them feel the texture of the book. It has to do with the children using their fine motor skills. So can you now see that the physical development aspect is covered? Now let's talk about the intellectual, the cognitive. Ask the children questions. So when you're asking them questions, it has to do with their imagination, their brain. So they have to think. So as educators, as parents, it's really important that when you're asking the children questions, make sure they're open-ended questions that require the children to use their brains, that require the children to think. So can you know that when you ask them questions, they're using their imaginations and they're going to be using words, so which would also help in terms of language development as well. So when you're reading a story as well, give the children the opportunity to express themselves, to express their feelings. Ask them questions. What do you think about the story? What do you think happened to the boy? What do you think should have happened to the boy? They'll be able to express their feelings. If they're happy, they're going to be smiling. They're going to be using their facial expressions, their postures. Can you now see that storytelling as well promotes emotional development? So in terms of spiritual development, you can take it on for the next time that yes, you're going to read a story about spirituality. It's all about the children, their own inner process, what's going on within them, their self-identity. So when you pick a story about self-identity, so you can use the story to promote every other aspect of child development, focusing on the physical, intellectual, language, emotional, social, cultural, and the spiritual aspect of the child. So I charge you today as educators, as parents, whenever you're planning to promote the development of young children, think of how you're going to use a holistic approach. Think of how you're going to focus on the total child. Do not just focus on one strand. Okay, it's physical I want to focus on. Yes, it's important, but think of how activity you're doing with the children. Think of how you're going to use this to promote the overall development to childhood is all about. You need to understand that in the area of early childhood, holistic child development is really important. So make sure whatever you're doing with the children, think of how you're going to use this to promote their whole development, how you're going to use this to promote their overall development. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has, please give it a thumbs up, a like, and leave it a comment below. And come your way next time. Stay safe and mind yourselves for now. Bye.